Oink? I'm not certain, but maybe it's Poink in the end. I will likely stream just this one because I don't really want to stream Happy against Lean or whatever else because the results are quite predictable. And in Focus against Fortitude, something may change right now. Fortitude is playing power rifles. Of course, power rifles are incredibly strong against Orc, but still, maybe Focus will be able to find a way to stop it. And Fortitude was not playing all that well then. Back then means like what? 2 days ago? No. About so. Mm, Anyway, right now they are trading early hits. Hopefully one rifle will die. It'll help quite a lot. Because if no rifles will die, it'll be a disaster. You need to kill some early rifles, and now Blood Mage is out, which makes everything a bit harder. A lot harder, to be honest. Not me. I'm not all that hard about this game, but still. Paladin starts healing rifles to full. How many trolls? Six headhunters against 5 rifles. That's bad. That will not lead to anything good on the focus side, although if he properly creepjacks here, he may achieve something, because one rifle's getting wrecked, he loses one wolf, that's sad. Hurrah, all you freaking trolls. All the trolls are attacking. All the trolls are attacking the base. Not really killing any militia, to be honest, but they are trying. They likely got troll regeneration, not yet. They need it. It'll help immensely. 2 militia died. That's not bad. But another rifle will get out, and yeah, now Focus got to get away. 2 militia is not enough, of course, to make any serious difference, but it's something. And of course, Scroll of Regeneration will heal everything that is damaged. If Paula gets level 3, Paula will get level 3 from this. What if Blood Mage doesn't get away and Blood Mage wants his level 2, so... I mean, if Blood Mage gets away and... no, it didn't happen because Blood Mage wants his level 2 too much. No, Focus goes too deeply, that was not a good decision from him. Hitting the Paladin is one of the ways to win this fight early on. At least to win some fights early on, because Paladin, of course, can't heal himself, but he'll be banished if Blood Mage... Oh, Blood Mage got Flame Strike, so it's an aggressive play. Flame Strike and Banish are sort of equal. Banish lets you save your rifles, lets you save your Paladin. Flame Strike, of course, lets you just remove this berserkers from the map quite effectively. One Tauren is out, berserker upgrade started. Now there are 8 rifles against 6 berserkers because, of course, Orc can't allow himself to just play berserkers, and human, of course, can allow himself to just spam rifles. As many rifles as he only wants. That was quite a devastating flame strike. And my internet is down. Right? Nope, it's likely Lalite's stream. It's fine then. Attempt on the Blood Mage's life. The army is running away. Blood Mage is still fine. He'll get back to full HP. Oh, it's a loss for Focus. Sorry, my friend. You're an orc. Orcs have no future. If something is not changed. I like how in PTR it's only ghouls -1 damage. As if this matchup was balanced. Like, who gives a shit about polo rifles? Yeah, they still dominate. But who cares? You still lose all the time. 90% of the time. Mm, One rifle is down. Mana is still very satisfying on human. And of course, Orc is out of mana right now. I don't really know what Orc should do here. I mean, you may want an expansion, and he got Tiny, and he will try to set up Tiny while Fortitude is away, which will help. Tiny will certainly help if Tiny pays off, and Tiny will pay off here. He needs some more peons there. A sap, like move at least 4 more peons. Yeah, that's likely. These blue dots are peons, and they are coming. But Paladin level 4 is already quite evil. I mean, Pala level 5 will be a complete disaster. And Griffins are out. That's the main reason Orc will not likely win, because your torrents are useless against Griffins. You need an upgrade, you need tier 3, you need a lot of money spent on the production, you need an upgrade for your Spirit Walkers, 2 upgrades. Okay, 1 is almost mandatory, but Master Training is not, and then you just get evaporated by 2, 3 Griffins. Oh, human will have 3, and he makes an upgrade for an attack, attack upgrade for his Griffins. Mm, right now, work is getting back slowly because his Tiny is paying off. This attack is relatively strange, but he got a TP, so that's fine. Nothing too bad will happen. You need raiders. You absolutely need raiders to control these griffins. Otherwise, you'll get wrecked. You'll get wrecked, you'll get wrecked. No, instead he makes a Coda Beast. And Codas do not really help in this matchup, mostly because of how vulnerable they are to the rifle focus. Yes, you can maybe Ons get away with eating 1 rifle and using Scroll of Speed, but then you'll get wrecked anyway. But as of now, human is scraping too much. Paladin shouldn't be that passive. Paladin and Blood Mage should always try to use their mana to their advantage. It lets Orc to establish his expansion. It lets Orc to get some gold income from his expansion, to get him to 80 foot, to make his tier 2 ranged upgrade, tier 1 armor. I mean, anything would be awesome. You got quite a lot of gold and enough lumber to start first armor. Armor 1 would be decent here. Sweet. And the Raffle Griffin's already attacking his expansion, because, of course, it's completely reasonable decision to attack an ops expansion if op tries to attack your main all the time and not let you do exactly that. So we've got, what, 4 Griffins, 5 Griffins? It's 6 Griffins already. Oh, for hell's sake. 7 rifles, 6 Griffins, that's not good. That will not end up well. All the peons are dead. because orc heroes are not that strong to just destroy these griffins by themselves. And griffins are not that bad against berserkers. They're not terrible. They're not amazing, but they are certainly not terrible. Because with Stormhammers and with how berserkers are relatively squishy, griffins just remove them from the field. That's a complete possibility to get wrecked by pure griffins with Stormhammers, even if you play berserkers. And look at the Storms. The Storms are not in this world for long. Finally, or got a raider. Raider will help to kill a griffin. Trading griffin for a raider is always a good trade for an orc, but orc lost 30 limit, and human is completely fine. That's quite balanced matchup. This matchup is amazing. Back then, Panda was quite useful in this matchup, but right now, of course, you can't play Panda. Panda is nerfed. For what fucking reason, I have absolutely no idea. Panda was not oppressive in any matchup. It was just an eh. His breath animation is not exactly as his breath area, so we'll just nerf it. And now Orc is even worse against power rifles than he was before. I can't really blame Focus here. He didn't play optimally, but at the same time, he was multitasking. He was trying to attack human's base with his Zerkers, with his headhunters early, and killed at least 2 militia, and you can't really expect to kill rifles all the time. You're not that oppressive. You may want a few more Zerkers, you may want troll regeneration earlier, at least you may want it early. But at the same time, it's not a mistake to not take it. Really, you may want Toran earlier. That's also a very reasonable decision. You may want a few Spirit Walkers. Yet he was just removed from the game. And that's it. All rifles were never nerfed. Your ranged nerf is complete bullshit, gentlemen. Anyway, I will not watch Happy against Lin because Happy will win. I will not watch 120 against Sok because I 120 can lose. You always can suddenly and for absolutely no reason lose to anyone. But at the same time, he should win against Sok. That's very, very winnable for an undead right now. Especially since Sok in general is not that good as 120 can be. 120 can be amazing if he just doesn't rely on his usual cheap strats, on his default early expo, on his other shenanigans that should never work against a professional player, and they usually do not. Anyway, while we're waiting, let's just look at what? We're waiting anyway. Ah, at the Reddit. What stupid things did people write on Reddit? Orc needs a patch. Yep. No, Lin and Fortitude are just inconsistent. No, orcs quite consistently lose to power rifles. Did the game start? Nope. And I'm writing a large wall of text. And polar rifles. I've got to make at least... If I've got to say at least a few words about polar rifles. Okay, game number 2 is on. Now Fortitude is playing an Archmage on Concealed Hill because, of course, polar rifles are a bit weaker here. Due to all these fountains, due to the large ogre in the middle. Since you want an advantage when you play power rifles, your main advantage is that you survive longer, that you've got unlimited sustain. Your rifles do not do that all that much damage, at least early on. They do not just make targets evaporate. They do not remove targets from the map instantly. So in general, you just outlive your opponent with power rifles. And when your opponent got an access to free healing, as in these fountains, mm, your main advantage is being diminished quite strongly. So in the end, power rifles are not that amazing on Concealed Hill. Archmage is running around while his militia is creeping. He will not get level 3 from these creeps. That's where he will get level 3 if Orc doesn't find him, but Orc might, to be honest. Now Focus tries to find some experience himself, tries to kill this elemental. This elemental will die. It's only a matter of question if he'll go to Focus. Yes, he did. That's good. And the elemental dying to Parser is amazing. And now, first Headhunter is using the fountain. The damaged Footies are coming back, but they'll be caught, will they? Oh, yeah. The creeps are awake on the fountain. All the Footies are barely alive. There are at least 6 Footies on the map. Yeah, there are 6. Exactly 6 Footies on the map. And now we're talking about multitasking on a different level. Because we've got footmen and whatnot. The shit on more units and another dead elemental possibly. And now Archmage. Archmage is level 2. He really needs level 3 to be extremely oppressive to Orc Burrows. As of now, all these elementals can do... Yeah, they just don't do anything. He completely abandoned the idea and went to creep the creeps. Creep the creeps! Kill the kills! Orc... The orcs? Sort of. Leave, you stupid headhunter! These 2 Footies should die. All the footies that died. An orc should have started. No! Oh, he killed this headhunter himself. Meanwhile, orc is in a good spot. He killed a lot of footmen. This headhunter is alive, although not for long. But it was another elemental that was killed before because of it. And quite a lot of footies were lost. It's 5 lost footmen in comparison to 3 lost headhunters. That's a good trade for an orc. And he got a little bit of experience, and human doesn't have his tier 2, and now human of course is making casters, while orc is taken to tier 3, and I don't really know what he's gonna make at tier 3. This shouldn't be torrents. You need anything but torrents. Why would you go tier 3? No freaking idea. Finally, Archmage is level 2, level 3. Sorcerer is almost level 3, and early level 2 wolves are quite oppressive. Early level 2 wolves can be a nuisance, a significant problem for human. If human doesn't get his dispel early or doesn't have enough priests, it'll be rifle. Yeah, it'll be rifle casters, normal rifle casters, nothing that exceptional, nothing that surprising. But it's doable for an orc. It's completely doable for an orc to win against these rifle casters. Of course, they both want this blue ogre. This blue ogre can be quite easily killed by both human and an orc through some control. So it's either Stormbolt or Hex. Hex, surround, kill, Stormbolt, surround, kill. That's doable. That's very doable. Trading wolves for footies is fine. Killing militia is completely fine. This illusion of an archmage lost half of his HP, so that's something good. This is a wasted Stormbolt, but he will use another one. And right now, orc you have healing salves. Heal this. No, he doesn't want to heal this Spirit Walker at instant. That's one dead rifle. Dead rifles are important. That foot is not so much, but dead rifles, yeah, absolutely. And that's one more dead berserker. Well, that's another dead rifle. That's a relatively reasonable trade, especially if these two berserkers just get the hell out and never come back. Is it a surround on a forcer? Yeah, it is. So it's a TP out. Of course, Shadow Hunter will deal some damage, but that was a good trade for Focus. He played this one well. He completely predicted the moment casters will be out, and he won. That was not the moment of power for human, because he had to watch 2 priests. It's not enough. He had no mana for Dispel, so wolves were not removed instantly. And that's a Cloak of Flames, which is acceptable against Orc on Mountain King. It's not the best item ever, to be honest, but it's still a lot of experience. Mountain King is level 3, now Shadow Hunter will be level 3. And he will, yeah, after this large elemental. Stone Golem. Rock Golem. These are mud golems. He's still an elemental for hell's sake. So it counts. Oh, that's another invul. Invuls are awesome. Now Orc should get his own scroll, maybe TP, maybe just a healing scroll, and try to attack human. It's a good moment. He knows that human still got no sorks, no slow. All he got just rifles and some priests. Yeah, oh, he found him. That's good. That's quite nice. It's TP out from a human. A few units that are almost dead. An item went to human, and it's a good item. It's Paladin's Aura, and you don't want to give Pal Aura to an orc. In general, you don't need it all that much yourself, but because you'll have a Paladin and he'll have his own, at least level 1. So right now, Focus is making it tiny. Again, it's not a mistake here. He's ahead in almost everything. Move your peons. Peons are running towards their goal. Maybe a borrow will help, although human has no more footies, so he will not make footies just to attack an expansion, just to harass an expansion. Not very likely. And now it's Creepjack again, because Fortitude just doesn't give a shit about Creepjacks, and that's a mistake. Of course, Orc is waiting for his army. But now, once an army is there... No, that's one dead raider. That's a bad trade for a priest, but acceptable anyway. Is it 4 torrents already? Yep. Torrents are relatively useless, but against casters they may work, especially if you've got 10 more food. In general, anything would work against casters if you've got 10 more food. It's a human who needs to get a lot of food advantage when he's playing rifle casters. It's normal, it's what this strat is designed around. That's one that Toran. Of course, very painful, but human is slowly getting out of mana, out of all resources he has. First rifle goes down. Two large elementals are there, and that's not good. Focus has trouble engaging his opponent, which is more or less normal. Everything human got is damaged, and of course on this map torrents are better because you get the fountain, you get additional healing, which heals you in percentages. And this helps you quite a lot. Still, Torrent is such a garbage unit, to be honest. They do not connect. That's the problem. Every time some potato like Neo, Rio, Remo, whoever else praise the Torrents, it's not really justified by all means. They're still garbage. Yeah, you can give them a ton of HP, you can give them a ton of damage. It doesn't matter, they do not connect with this HP and this damage. Boink, another torrent goes down. Or was it a raider? Yeah, it was a raider. Boink, another torrent goes down. And that's a shit ton of experience. Every time. Boink, this polarized didn't connect. And Orc lost his advantage. All the advantage he got is now out of the window because torrents are crap. Don't make too many torrents. Torrents are crap. Don't make torrents at all, to be honest. You don't need them in this matchup. You can just get away with grunts and Raiders and Spirit Walkers. Yet human got no expansion, and as much as Fortitude fights better in terms of trading units, he still loses economically, at least for now. And of course, Archmage level 5 will be extremely oppressive, and Firelord level 3 will be quite dangerous. Orc is healing up, Orc is waiting for his mana to regenerate, and human of course got all his mana, all the mana he ever wants. And again, Pulverize just doesn't connect when human kites properly. Boink, Torin was there, Torin is no longer. At least something dies on human side. Now Archmage is out of mana, but... no TP? Oh, for hell's sake, Fortitude, why don't you have a TP out? Now... Orc will get quite a few kills. Of course, if he doesn't force a TP out of... of course, if human doesn't force a TP out of him, yet it's still quite a few kills. Human gets his scroll of healing, that's good, but it's not a solution. Not really. Orc Focus had to make a borrow here. It'll help a little bit. It'll save a lot of peons. It never happened. And now, of course, human can harass his economy quite effectively. Boink. So, anything else? No, just level 3 water elementals that are wrecking. Oh no, these are level 2 elementals. He decided to go for level 3 aura, which is questionable here, to be honest. I wouldn't mind him going for level 3 water release. Now torrents are praying for pulverize. But again, it just doesn't connect. A lot of peasants die, but these are just peasants. And human army is losing HP. Now human army is also losing scrolls because one scroll was used quite suboptimally. But Orc is losing torrents. There is a mana pot on a Farseer which will help, but you also may want to have a mana pot on a Shadow Hunter. Oh, Farseer got no TP, got nothing to save himself. That's not good. Orc gets back, invisibility is being learned, because Sorks need additional mana, but there is not a single Sork in production. One Motoran is going down. Of course, Scrolls of Speed would not solve anything, because there are priests. Priests will just dispel Scrolls of Speed. Yet it was quite a nice fight for an Orc. Especially taking into account that now still no borrow, and elementals are harassing his expansion, so no income from the said expansion. Raiders are going down almost instantly. Because again, Raiders do not have heavy armor. There was nothing changed about rifles against them. Rifles are dying, but they are dying slowly, very, very slowly. That's one dead Farseer, and that's 2-0 for Fortitude. Ah, I just love to see orcs getting wrecked by humans who do not even try, because of course Fortitude made quite a lot of mistakes here. Let's continue writing something. I doubt anyone is watching me. Let's check Twitch. I mean, I have no doubts nobody is watching me right now. And that's fine. Because this series is completely predictable. Tuturu. Yep. Game 3 is on? No, not yet. Being so... What torrents are torrents? No, Griffin is not written like Griffin. We're not talking about a Griffith family here. And Griffins still destroy torrents since for them. Stay. Oh god. Tuturu. No, no, Tuturu. No, Tuturu today. It'll be 3-0, then I'll go and eat something, and then I'll stream the Drifter in Russian, and that'll be completely fine and completely normal. So sorry, I'm not extremely fond of watching Happy against Lean or 120 against Stock. Although the latter can be better. The latter can be good. The latter can be an interesting match if 120 makes a lot of mistakes. a lot of mistakes. Makes a lot of mistakes. Yeah, makes a lot of mistakes and Sok plays well. And in general, human against and that is likely the most balanced. It's not the most balanced matchup. It's among the two, at least somewhat balanced. Night Elf against Orc is relatively balanced. Human against Undead is relatively balanced. Not nicely balanced anyway. Hmm. Would love to join you, stream and play together another time. Add me on Discord. Come on, sweetie. I don't even use Discord all this much. Later, maybe once I stop streaming. Sorry, I mean stop streaming today. If although your name is ICG01, that's completely acceptable. To it, I mean to remember, to recall to recall later. ICG1. Okay, okay. I'll add you on Discord later. Thank you. No problem. Okay, Fortitude against Focus, the game number 2. So what's going on? It's Northern Isles. I suspect a quick expansion from human. Likely a very quick expansion. And of course, Farseer is not even trying to stop anything here. Power rifles are generally unstoppable on Northern Isles. Because you get so quick level 2. And Orc can't really stop you from creeping. That's impossible. It can't be done. The map is so large. Is this your favorite game or you stream others also? Yes, I do stream some other game, but other games, but not in English. I mostly stream in Russian to a certain small audience. So I stream Warcraft 3 in English mostly just because I don't like the current state of the game. I don't like Back to Warcraft, and since I'm watching Warcraft anyway. And I'm watching Warcraft anyway. I wanna know about what happens in the current league. Um, I decided at some point that if I'm watching it, I can also stream it. Why the hell not? First first Headhunter is going down due to the net from Morlocks. This rifle will survive. Oh, he went for a grunt on Northern Miles. That's a reasonable decision to make one grunt, although it will not help him all that much later. Okay, focus. You're behind. You're already behind, and Paladin is almost level 2. And just one more death of a wolf will give him his desired level 2. Not really, he needs 2 more wolves. No, now it's exactly 1 wolf. He killed a wolf somewhere. Some rifle was able to deal with his with the dog. Rifles will be fine, Grunt will die, Wolves will die eventually, Paladin is level 2, or he's here, and it's time for Orc to surrender, really. Nothing is going for Focus here. In this game, Focus will just lose. Oh god, I'm not even streaming, I'm streaming. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Not to anybody, not to anything. There are 3 rifles, one of which will be healed up to full quite soon. There is no shop. 2 militia will die, 2 wolves will die, this rifle will be back online, and that's all. Maybe 1 more militia will die, and that's generally it. And once the shop is up, there is of course nothing an orc will do. Oh, it's a Tauren. Tauren is an interesting decision, but Tauren doesn't usually work against power rifles. Yes, Stomp looks good on paper, but Tauren got such a small mana pool that Blood Mage just removes it. Is he going for troll regeneration in this game? Yes, he does. The Tauren is out, the Blood Mage will be out, and then the Orc will lose. Paladin will get his level 3 from this blue spot. Oh, the next blue spot, it doesn't really matter. And then, of course, it'll be the last push and the end of the game. That was quite a quick loss. All these headhunters will be able to upgrade to berserkers at the moment human will push. Turn is level 2, it's a stomp, finally. Grunt is healing up. Because troll regeneration helps a lot, it helps immensely, but it will not be enough. Paladin is going to his level 3, there may be invul on... Oh no, it's a scroll of healing, also a decent option. Fortitude just wants to end this game at this moment. He knows he's stronger, he knows there is no real reason to wait for much longer. He still gets a few more items. So Forcer will be level 3 at this moment, Toron will be level 3 at this moment, at the moment of their fight. This Spirit Walker tries to be useful, but right now he's just a mana pot for Blood Mage. What does Orc have? Large healing potion is good, but that's not enough, of course. Blood Mage got his Flame Strike, or evacuates. No, Fortitude, it's a good moment to attack, really. You're not in a hurry, I understand it, but you can end the game right here and now. Do it! A Ring of Protection +5 is... Oh no, it's close +5, for God's sake. Oh yeah, this spot now drops a bit weaker items because it drops 2. It always drops 2 weaker items, don't. And it's a flute. It's a flute on a freaking paladin. What can you do? I mean, on Northern Isles, there was not much chance for an orc anyway, but a flute is just the last nail in the coffin. Now with Blood Mage level 3, Fortitude will just end this game. Level 2 Flame Strike. He didn't even go for level 2 Siphon, he wants Flame Strike. This Shadow Hunter is a bit out of position. First Tauren is out, but Taurens will not do much here. I mean, if an Orc procs at every hit, yes, Tauren will do quite a lot. But it's not what usually happens. 15% and not that much more. Still, I suspect... Oh no, now Human decides to go for a long game, now Human makes his tier 3, now Human makes his Aviaries. It's still a win for him. But for hell's sake, why? Why Fortitude? And this. Nope, says Fortitude. This is a real paladin. You can just attack the real paladin and kill the real paladin. No? Okay. He never knew. It was worth a try, worth to check if he was real, and if your orb would work on him. Because, yeah, that was Shadow Hunter, and Shadow Hunter got an orb. Oh god, so many bots. But who cares? No, not even a single real person is watching me. Anyway. Boink. Item goes to human. Now human got +8 armor on his blood mage, and 1 ring should go to paladin. Give +5 to Pala. Really, give +5 to Pala. I know blood mage with 2 rings is quite powerful, but really give +5 to Pala. It shouldn't be a stomp. You shouldn't use a stomp here. Oh, he went for a wave. That will not work. Wave is not as good, but right now rifles are split. Human made a few positional mistakes. He still should be able to win this. Yeah, but now Toron got no more mana for waves. And for some reason Focus doesn't make a shop on his expansion. That's quite mandatory here, because you need mana potion on Toron. Not just clarity, a full mana potion. And that's over. Boink! All these peons will die. And your expansion is shut down. And you're down in limit and whatnot. That's a wave, and then Toron with mana pot will try to use another wave. And nothing will die on human. Except for maybe this rifle. That was a good second wave. But still, whoosh. Everything Orc has got removed. Rifles are shooting. At least near an expansion. Some rifles may shoot at an expansion, but I doubt it. When this rifle survives, the second rifle goes down. Everything is red on an orc side, and that's over. GG. Just type down GG and leave. Come on! Do not prolong your suffering. I mean, Paladin is not close to level 5 yet, but Blood Mage is quite close to level 4, and Mana Siphon level 2 is also quite a strong skill. Wave can't work. Toron got too small mana pool to make it work properly. Flame Strike. And it's over. Okay, so 3-0 for Fortitude. Thanks to everyone who was watching. I'm gonna get away, and then I'll stream something in Russian. Whoosh!